Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are just installing a wig. The wig texture is water wave, but I did blow dry it so I can get a type of curl. So for the bald cap method, I just used Wanderlace bonder, I think that's what it's called, and got to be glue on top of the Wanderlace bonder. Then I blow dried it on heat on a normal setting. After blow drying, I'm just applying my makeup to match my skin tone. I use Fit Me foundation by Maybelline and a small brush from True Match. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it in so my cap can match my skin. After that, I'm just going to take a razor and cut off the excess lace from the cap. You want to make sure that the area is dry, because if you do remove it before it is dry, then the cap will start to slide back or lift, and which technically means that you will have to do it all over again. So you just want to make sure that everything is dried before you start cutting. After that, I take Got To Be glue and spray it on my fingers so I can go ahead and go along the edge of the cap and press down the little flyaways. After that, I'm taking a paper and going along the rim of the area with alcohol. Then I'm going in with my Erica J Hold Me Down skin guard and placing it around the area of where the glue will be. And then I'm going to proceed to blow drying it on a cool setting until dry. So right now I am just tinting the lace on the wig so it can match my skin tone. I'm using bronze and from True Match concealer. After I spray the lace tint, I'm going to blow dry it on heat to make sure the lace and the Now I'm just fitting it on my head to see if there's anything that I need to go over or if I need to make the lace darker to match my skin tone. So right now I'm just cutting the excess lace off the lace. I just want to leave like an inch room so when I do put it on my head, I'm not blinded by all that lace in my eyes. So right now I'm just placing or fitting it to where I want it to be so I know the exact ideal I'm going for. So today I'm using the Bow Hold Active for oily skin. I'll be going in with about 3 or 4 layers. Each layer I will wait until it gets clear and then I'll blow dry it on hot and cool. Again, like I said before, when blow drying, I go on hot for 3 seconds and then cold on 3 seconds, alternating between until the glue is clear. Now I'm placing it where I want it to be, in front of the cap. Once I know exactly where I want it to be, I will go ahead and press it down with my fingers, then later go in with the comb. The purpose of the comb is to make sure that the lace and the glue stick together, connect together. So when you do go under the dryer, that it will already be melted in. Now I'm going to blow dry again on heat so the glue can melt into the lace. So now I'm going to cut off the lace on the wig, and when you are cutting, you want to go in a zigzag motion so the lace is not in a straight line, because that doesn't give a natural hairline. So if you want it to be natural as possible, you go in a zigzag motion. So right now, after cutting the lace, you will reveal that there are some spots that did not get glued down. So right now I'm just going back in with the bolt hold and gluing up the missing pieces that did not go down. Going in again to blow dry, I put it on heat and I wait for the glue to be clear. Now to have the ultimate melt, I'm going in with the Ebon yellow can spray. Then I'm going in with my elastic band on top. Here is the aftermath. And now to make my edges, since I'm doing a middle part, I just do a C, like a crescent C in the front of the line, 1 or 1.5 inches away from that small area that is after the middle part. So once I carve out the edges that I want, or the amount that I want, I go in with a hot comb. These hot combs can be purchased on my site. They're 500-degree plated hot combs. So like I said before, I'm going in with the hot comb and flattening the edges down so it can fall on my face instead of going backwards. Again, these flat irons can not flattens, hot combs can be purchased on my site. So once I carve out the edges and hot comb the edges, I'm going to go ahead and pluck the edges so it can be thinner out and more natural. As you can see, I'm just looking for the placements for the edges that I'm doing. Since I'm doing the middle part, I'm only doing 2 on each side, which would be the 2 on the top and then the 2 on the corner of the ears. So I'm seeing how big I want or how much hair I want for the top 2. So here I am going in with the small curling iron so I can go ahead and curl the edges so once I do cut them with the razor, they are still curly and are easy to lay with the mousse and the got-to-be. So these are the 2 products I use for doing my edges. So now I'm going in with the edge comb, and first I apply the mousse, as you can see here. And then I apply the got-to-be to mold it. So with doing your edges, it does take a lot of patience, and the key to doing edges is make sure that you're following the comb with your fingers. So the comb should not be leading by itself, it should be followed with your fingers to press down the hair so it can stay in that position. Once you got the desired look, you want to go ahead and go in with a blow dryer to make sure that the edges are dry. So here I'm just completing the same step, carving out how much hair I want in one edge. Then I'm going to go ahead and with my tweezers and to pluck it to make it more natural. Again, same step from the first time, taking the small curling iron and curling the edges. After curling, I'm going to go ahead and with the razor to cut off the excess. Then with my mousse, I'm going in to carve out the edges to make sure they are where I want them to be. And once I do that, I will go in with my got-to-be to mold it down. Then I'm going in with my blow dryer to make sure that the edges are dry and not movable. So now to finish off, I'm going to take my Fantasia spritz and put it on my index finger and go along the hairline. And then I'm going to take my elastic band to mold it down for the night. Well guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or concerns, you can comment them